Hi, YouTube. Thank you for joining Angel's Place. Please like this video, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. So, tonight we're going to be watching a little bit of Turned Out Sexual Assault Behind Bars with Lamar Moore. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Respected at Limestone Correctional. Mark will become Mindy's man.
Mindy, that's his nickname. I gave him that nickname all. And he was my baby. I was comfortable with him. In prison, your boys are your sister. That's like your wife or your woman on the street. On the street. And real, the more coffee you have, the more cigarettes and bullshit you have, it gets you what you want.
Gorilla Records is in full of physics. It's going down for the new millennium, baby. Y'all better tell them boys that now who I am, man. You know me.
Mark was notorious. He thrived in Limestone.
Back in the day, getting drunk and shit, fighting niggas, and let them know I wasn't no punk and shit. You know, I put the stove on niggas, I load on niggas. Cat is a Jaguar, getting drove on niggas. You know, I got more candy on my ride and Reese's. I bird with creases, the mess, the ice, you know. I told this freak I got a buffet at my suite. She said, for real? I said, I promise. All the pizza and eat, you know. I in the meeting, my family gonna get fed. Bread and water ain't enough. We want some bacon. I'm free by my ears. If it come back reincarnated.
In prison, the more coffee you have, the more cigarettes and bullshit you have, it gets you what you want.
Gorilla Records is in full of physics. It's going down for the new millennium, baby. Y'all better tell them boys that now who I am, man. You know me, you know.
Mark was notorious. He thrived in Limestone's Wild West atmosphere.
Back in the day, getting drunk and shit, fighting niggas, and let them know I wasn't no punk and shit. You know, I put the stove on niggas, I load on niggas. Cat is a Jaguar, getting drove on niggas. You know, I got more candy on my ride and Reese's. I bird with creases, the mess, the ice, you know. I told this freak I got a buffet at my suite. She said, for real, I promise all the pizza you can eat. You know, I in the meeting, my family gonna get fed. Bread and water ain't enough. We want some.
Look at this. Isn't this amazing? He makes the bed for this other man and they're touching. Wow. Wow. Let's continue.
Back in the day, you know, I put a hit out of my friend by my ears. If it come back reincarnated, I'm gonna kill him again, you know.
As far as me being ashamed or having a complex about it, I don't. Because I'm a strong believer. If you got to be ashamed of something that you do, you shouldn't do it.
So he's a strong believer. If you have to be ashamed of something you're doing, you should definitely not do it. So he's not ashamed.
To see a pretty little young boy come in and everybody shooting at him, everybody trying to get him, everybody trying to pull him in. It became a challenge. It made my dick hard.
Wow, to see a pretty little boy come inside the prison and everybody is shooting their shot at him. It made him hard. Okay, this is why some of us women have problems finding, a man. Let's keep it real.
To chase him, to see if I could get him before anyone else.
I met Mark on the chain gang.
He needed to chase him. He wanted to make sure that he can get him before anyone else. Okay. Wow. Let's see what else is going on around here.
Mail calls came with no letters from home and no money on the books. Survival was looking grim.
When my folks quit looking out for me, I felt betrayed. Uh, I felt like I didn't deserve that. I was at my lowest self-esteem, so I had to find a way to pick me back up, make me happy. Make the best out of a bad situation. You know, uh, Mark and Mendenhall, they did that.
I turned out.
So we called him Youngin. He just trusted me. You know, felt he could talk to me.
Julep is a prison world whiskey. Make it out of yeast, orange juices, and
I'm gonna be so close to Jim
rice.
until I might make Jim Beam sue me.
It'll get you drunk, pretty much like free world alcohol.
So making Jim Beam whiskey inside of the prison, it'll get you drunk like alcohol on the streets. So just like alcohol on the streets deters your mind, I'm pretty sure the Jim Beam whiskey in prison can make you forget a few things that you in there doing, you know?
It's been hard for me to have my kids in my life.
Power and lust get all twisted up together behind bars. In Alabama, Mark had gotten addicted to both.
I like power. Matter of fact, I love power. I love being in control. I love to be the dominant one. You know,
Ooh, this
and I practice that and enforce that in every relationship that I've been in prison.
Mark had an empire of boys, but he wasn't satisfied. He spotted Matt.
I had strange feelings for him, and I can remember one day a white team lost a basketball game. So I used to be blood brother. A white guy, he took the basketball and kicked it over the fence. So when he makes this move, we had other gang members. So they wanted to do something to him, harm him, bring physical harm to him, right? So myself, as well as Mother Blood, we stepped up. Without us, they would have probably killed him, slaughtered him. He should have understood the love that myself as well as others had for him, to where he did shit that jeopardized the whole family.
All right, for a white guy to go in the penitentiary, it don't matter if he's fucking rock hard and 300 pounds and it's just whoop everybody in that motherfucker that's coming at him with game. For a young white guy like myself that was real skinny and wasn't working out and wasn't real healthy and shit, been doing drugs and shit, it's not just one or two people coming at him. It's just boom, 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 boom. Every 5 minutes, it's just boom, boom, boom. You know, it's constant.
So for a white man, every 5 minutes, he constantly have people coming after him for his behind. Okay. Interesting.
He was around a bunch of ladies.
I didn't grow up with a father or uncles or nothing like that, no father figure. So I looked up to the Bloods as like role model. I joined at a young age. It was more so like a family to me. You know what I'm saying?
See, I wouldn't know what a blood is. I've never dealt with gangs, you know. I was blind about all that. I would go and try to pick the boy up on weekends. Not one weekend went by that he came stay with me, that his great grandmama didn't call my house as soon as we got him to the house. She never gave him the chance to stay with him. And once he got up, 12, 13, then she wants to go and call me. Want me to chastise the child or something. I would have had to fight him and all this here to get him And I just couldn't see it. I mean, it wouldn't have happened. It would have been worse, I think, with me and him than it is now.
Unlike Mark's father, Robbie Craig's dad.
Yeah. So yeah, once he was of age, it was hard to try to discipline him. Okay.
I was introduced to him. I had feelings for him, lust. At first, it kind of struck me. You know what I'm saying? They tell him, "Hey, man, this white dude, he's blood also." You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, well, hell, he had to show some type of heart. But by us acknowledging him as blood, I pushed that lust to the side.
As far as Bloods come, they wasn't with that shit. They had told Lamarck and JG time and time and time after again, you need to quit fucking with them sissies because you don't that's making us look bad.
It was football season, and every motherfucking prison gonna watch
A
football.
lot of satanic stuff on the wall inside one of the dorms here.
The captain and the lieutenant, they come around to do daily inspections of the whole dorm. So they go in the closet and they see all this shit painted on the wall and they go off. I mean, they have a fit. Until we find out who vandalized his room, there'll be no football.
But he is a blood, so nobody can't go cludge him out.
Another blood come to me, say, "Hey man, you know who put that shit in that room?" I said, "Nah, who?" So he tells me, he say, "Blood did it, the little white boy." So I'm like, "What?"
Once again, Mark sees the opportunity to begin his mind game.
I walk him around the prison compound. We talk. I basically let him know, what I'm saying, how I had felt betrayed by what he did. Basically, I just made him feel guilty. I started to put my plan into making it. So I let him know that I want him to be with me. I let him know that I want to have sex with him. I let him know I want to lay with him.
Been drinking, been smoking some reefer,
Yeah, he let him know. I guess that's how you let him know. You come straight out and tell him. Uh-huh.
whatever. And I go to my little brother cell, or I call him my little brother Mark.
This is my righteous dog, you know what I'm saying? He comes in.
So I asked him, I said, man, you know what you did could have got a lot of people messed up. So he like, yeah.
He doesn't make it any better. He jumps right in.
I said, what if we rape you right now? How will you like that?
He started crying and begging and pleading. You know what I'm saying? "Mark, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be gay. I don't want to." But at this time, you know what I'm saying, I'm out of control. I don't want to hear nothing, no talk.
My little brother,
Begging and pleading, please don't do this to me. Begging and pleading, please do not do this to me.
he jump up and he slap him real hard. And he done got serious because he really wanted to be with this person all alone.
I tell him to turn around. So he turns, he moves slightly. I tell him to turn around again. He still doesn't want to turn all the way around. So I said, "Bitch, if I have to tell you to turn around one more time, I'll break your jaw." So he turns around.
Okay. If he doesn't turn around, you're going to have to break his jaw. So then he turns around. Okay.
Like put his hands against the wall, like spread them like the police will make you spread them.
I tell him to take his pants off. He doesn't want to do it. I punch him in the face.
Take your pants off. He doesn't want to do it. So I punch him in his face. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I squeeze his ass cheeks. 2 handfuls.
Squeezing him. 2 hands full. Yeah. You telling that with a smile on your face.
He tenses up. You know. So I take my pants off. I mean, he's just sitting here the whole time. I had a pair of red and white Jordan with some red shoestrings.
He should have ran.
So I ain't got nothing on but these tennis shoes and my undershort. I give him the grease. And I tell him to put some on his finger, stick it in his ass, and you know what I'm saying, kind of like fuck himself to loosen himself up, because I know he had never been penetrated before. It was his first time. Just an old penitentiary trick that I learned from some old convicts. If he screamed rape, you know what I'm saying, he had grease under his fingernail. So he greased his own self up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna basically lie and tell him I've been fucking him. He's been my boy. Hell, they gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'm gonna go to the extreme and get 4 or 5 other guys that lie and say I've been fucking him too, been taken care of. He's been my boy.
But I said, what if I take this knife and stab it right through your face? I said, will you like that? So he's scared now when he see this knife. You know what I'm saying?
They had a knife to my eye and one in my throat right here, my jugular. And I'm telling you, I could just feel them, you know, sticking me. And it's like if they put any pressure on it, it's going to cut me wide open, you know?
I go to fucking him. You know what I'm saying? Slowly at first, you know what I'm saying, and try to loosen him up. And it was tight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ew.
he was definitely a virgin. He's groaning and, you know what I'm saying, moaning and telling me how it hurts. So, you know, I bag out a little bit. At this time, my dog, he at the door. You know what I'm saying? He's standing in front of the cell. So he's like, man, come on, man, goddamn. Don't hurry up, man. I want to get straight too. I said, well, come on. I get up off of him.
I'm in the middle of it now. I'm there, so I can't welch out now. You know what I'm saying? I got to go through with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like stuck there in here with him.
He greased himself up. He shows him no mercy. He fucks him for real.
Him showing him no mercy was a laughing matter? I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to tell him, hold up, man, you know, slow down, chill out, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hurt him for real. You know what I'm saying? You have to go to the hospital and, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna automatically have to say what happened.
He have sex with him first. Then I have sex with him. Then he have sex with him. I have sex with him. Then he have sex with him. And then that was the end of it.
So I didn't finish it first. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck him, you know. I come off. I get my due. Next day, you know what I'm saying? He goes to SEG. In prison, that's lockup.
So I'm like, in my heart, I'm like, damn, we through. We done got us a rape case.
They was telling me bullshit about, like, you know, if you get in trouble, so we're going to go up there and lie and say you brought it on yourself and shit like that. And I was believing them. They had me in a position where they had me spooked. You know what I mean? Because I was looking to make parole and everything. And I wasn't trying to get in no conflict.
I say, you got 2 choices. You can either be with me or you can go pack your shit and go tell them folks to lock you up. You go back to lockup.
Reluctantly, Matt agreed to become another one of Mark's boys.
Only thing I ask of you, don't try to make me be like a sissy, a girl inside of prison. We hook up, you know what I'm saying? Everything was lovey-dovey, you know what I'm saying? Relationship was gravy, all good. I transferred.
The relationship was gravy. It was all good. Let me go ahead and let everybody know that now in prison, they have the Prison Rape Elimination Act. It's called PREA. It was signed in 2003. So that's a system that they have in place for victims of rape or sexual assault behind bars. It's anonymous. They can report things of this nature to someone and get help.
Had Mark shipped out of Limestone again, but everyone knew Matt had been turned out. The other men all wanted their shot.
And he got this other dude, you know what I'm saying? He wound up having sex with him. He was doing so bad. So he wound up selling him to another dude, and that dude wound up selling him to another dude. And all this, what he was going through was a result, because nobody messed with him. He's a blood.
He just went crazy. He just went to sleeping with different guys. I mean, just tossing ass up. You know what I'm saying? Then everybody fucked.
It was just something that happened in the penitentiary that
So he was turned out and then he just started letting everybody have their way with him. Okay, interesting. Let's see what else Lamar Moore has to say.
And made hoes, that's what they call them, right? Fuck boys or whatever.
I was the only one for a long time, that we was together. So it was kind of hard to accept other people, with his attention.
More boys, it brought me more money. You know what I'm saying? So it brought me more trouble.
It basically just turned into something really too stressful for me, and I had to just get back away from it.
Him looking out for them, money going to there and to them, and so it's changed, and ain't nobody really like change, especially in no relationship.
They call you to the ship commander's office, and if they didn't feel like we could live together, they move one of us to another dorm. All the cookies and coffee and cigarettes we had, they would divide it 50-50. They call it a divorce court and tell us you go your way, he go his way.
Okay, so they have divorce court inside of prison. They go their way and you go your way. So you were married. Okay, okay. Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? I've been through that several times.
In order
He's
for
been through a divorce several times in prison. Wow.
for a boy to leave me, or the person I was with to leave me, they had to give me back everything that I ever gave them. You know what I'm saying? If they couldn't give me back what belonged to me, then I was gonna sell them, or they wasn't going anywhere until I got my money.
JG got sent to a maximum security facility. Mark is in a monogamous relationship and he quit the Bloods. Eddie became a
Mark quit the Bloods and is in a monogamous relationship. Okay.
full-blown sissy a year after the filming. Mindy is alone in a drug treatment dorm. Hip's mom visits just about every Sunday.
Like going to work and drinking coffee is a normal thing on the street. Having boys and prison wives is a normal thing in here. The same things go on here as goes on out there. Where they go to work and make their money, we do our hustling and make our money. Where they they might trick a car salesman into selling him something cheaper. We'll trick the poker man into giving us more chips for our money.
After going through this, you know what I'm saying, all these long, lonely years in here without a woman, you know what I'm saying, standing by my side, I could definitely see being with another man. On the street, I never thought that I would even be with another man, period, in no way. I thought I could love another man or have affection towards another man. But over the years, you know what I'm saying, I don't know. It just, prison turned me out.
Okay, so over the years, prison turned him out. Okay, so Lamar Moore is currently out of prison right now. He was brought out on the Dante Show Network, and he currently has his own channel, YouTube channel, Lamar Moore, or The Real Lamar Moore. But you can look him up on YouTube to see what he's up to now. So with that, I thank everyone for joining me tonight, and we might touch bases on some current situations with Lamar Moore. Until next time, thank you for joining. Have a good one.